Hi, this is Allie from Allie Cat's Crafts. I'm here to bring you a tutorial on the Cozy Christmas October 2025 Paper Pumpkin Kit. In this kit, you'll make 9 cards, as you can see right here. A lot of my stuff's been used, so I don't really have a whole lot to show. But on the back, I can show you, we get 3 of these card bases. Let's see. 3 of these, and then 3 of these ones. I haven't really got into these ones yet. Then you get layers to go with it, and you can see them right here. And you also get 3 ornaments. There's one piece, there's the other piece, so you layer them together. Some stamps, and they're awesome stamps. I just gotta tell you that. Here they are right here. I can show you. Merry Christmas, to the world, deck the halls, enjoy, and some cute little stars and a star. So with that said, I'm gonna make 2 cards today. It's not night. And the things I'm gonna use is my Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder, cherry cobbler, crushed curry ink. Might bring in more, you never know. The stamp that says Merry Christmas, and a couple dies. This one that says Merry Christmas, and I don't know where I got it. This housing, I don't know where I got that one. And this Santa with a sleigh. So those are the things. I'll be using bits and pieces from the kit. So the first card we're going to start with is this one. And you can kind of see where I'm going with this. So what I did was I have a white card base that's 5.5 by 8.5, scored by 4 1/4, and folded. I embossed this piece of paper that is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. I'm going to glue it to the front of my card, and that's the really cool snowflake thing. I don't know if they still have it. Stampin' Up! Still has it. But I love it. Look at you emboss and see those cute little snowflakes. Isn't that really cute? So that's what it looks like close up. My camera's being happy today, so it's easy. So I go dot, dot, dot. Kind of with the embossed paper, it's good to put a little extra glue. But don't do too much, because then your paper will buckle, and you don't want that. So what you do is you take and you lay it down. And I'm doing white on white for a reason, because I just like that look when it comes to like snowy paper. I think it looks really pretty. So do the best you can to get it nice and even. And then press it down. So the next thing I want to do is I had embossed some more of this, and I'm going to take and layer it like this. So I want to put dimensionals on it. So let's get my dimensionals out in my little drawer here. Let me see, where are they? Here's one from my paper pumpkin. I have not used it yet. So I'm going to pop it up, and I don't want to put real close up to there, because that's where I'm going to put my little house, or village, I should say. So I'm going to give it a few down here, because it's going to go on embossed paper too, so we kind of need to make sure it goes really good. So I'm going to drop it down a tiny bit, okay, on purpose, so that it will go nicely on there. I'll pull off the backs. Oops, put that right there. It is not too cold right now, but it was really cold this morning. Freezing cold. I was under my 3 blankets, my really warm jammies, and I was still cold. Now it's warmer in the afternoon. Made it to, I think, 80 today, or 75. I don't know. All I know is it got warmer to where I didn't have to be under the blankets. So I'm going to line this up to the bottom so it goes right there. And I wanted to pop it up because watch what I do. My house is going to go right there in the snowbank. So I want to put it right up onto there, my little housing track, whatever you want to call it. It's going to go right up into there, so it looks like it's just right there hanging out in the snow. Just like that. So, but I need to give it some windows. So I kind of set up these little windows here with a gold I have this gold paper, and some of it has sticky on it, so I could use it, and then I have little scraps. So my goal is to put a little bit of glue right here. I was going to do this in advance, but I thought you might want to see. So all of a sudden, oh, look, there's gold paper on there. You could use yellow paper, but I thought I have this extra gold here, and it's such small pieces, I might as well use it. I'll put some back there, and then I'm going to put a little bit of glue here, in here. So all the windows will be covered. So I'll grab this one. You can see where I have a little bit of sticky on that. So there. So now it looks like I have lights on in the buildings. So I'm going to glue it flat down because it's going to be behind the snowbank. I'll just kind of poke it down there. And that's why I put the dimensionals on, and I put them down low so I could do this. I could just poke it right down there. So there's my house. Okay, and the gold kind of shines, which I thought was really cute. So now I'm going to bring in some trees from the little branches from the kit. And we're going to put a couple little Christmas trees out here, or just trees in general. Right out here, next to the building. So there's that. And then I have one more. It's going to go on the other side. So I cut these out of the kit. There was a whole bunch of little pieces. If you cut them individually, see, you can make a whole, like a little forest. So there's my trees from the kit. And then I have a moon, but it's not completely full. And I was going to show you how to do this. I cut the circles, the 3/4 inch one. Then I put it back in here and put it part of the way. And now I have a half of a moon as opposed to full moon. So that's how I did that. I'm going to put the moon up there. I think I want it right there because my little sled guy, where did he go? Here he is. Here's Santa. He needs to go in the sky. Little dots. He's going to be like going under the moon across the town with this reindeer. I love this die. This is one of my favorite dies, and I just found it. I was so sad because I couldn't find it for a while. So I'm going to put a couple little stars up, maybe one right here. Yes, it is a snowy scene, but I think the stars would really, it kind of brightens up the whole card. So that's why I went with that. Star right there. Just something different. Oh, shoot, I forgot to put my ribbon back there before. No big deal. Guess what? I'll get my tear and tape. I was supposed to put my ribbon on and just forgot. Silly me. So I'll put my tear and tape right here. So that's where I want the ribbon. And press it down. I don't think I'll be able to get it behind. Let me put this glue away so it doesn't. The glue did not want to come out of my bottle earlier this morning. And I was struggling with that. I don't know where my tape pick is, but I have this one. Pull off that. Then I will grab my ribbon and I can just put it straight across it. It's okay. It's not ideal, but it works. So then I'm going to grab my scissors and just chop it off so it's nice. And perfect. There. So I have my ribbon going across. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp Merry Christmas in the cherry cobbler. So I'll get my Stampin' Pierce mat. Move that out of the way. And I really liked this card when I started putting it together. I'm going, oh, I like this. So I brought in the little pieces from the wreath that was supposed to be, and then bringing in the stamp for this card. So I'm going to line, oh, I have to get rid of this white thing. Can't see my outlines very good. So you line it up. Hold it down for a couple seconds. And There's my pretty good stamp. That's not totally perfect, but I like it. Should have put more ink on, I think. Well, I know I should have, not I think. And that's going to go right there. And I'm going to bring my glue back in. I've already dimensionalized. I don't want to do too much dimension. And put some glue on there. Put it right across there. Push it down. My moon, setting it down a little bit there. Okay. And the last but not least, I have these little things that on the joy that I'm going to cut off and put them on the end. Let me see, do I want to do it like this? Can't remember how I was going to do it. I had an idea. You know what? It doesn't really need it, actually. I think it's good just like this. So there's the first card. I'll stamp the inside in a second, okay? The second card we're going to do is right here. And it's a similar type card. So I embossed the background. Card base the same. 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And this is 4 inches by 5 1/4. So I'm going to glue it down flat. I just love this emboss. You know, I can only use this in winter and Christmas, so I got excited when I could use this again. I got it last year and it was pretty close to Christmas. I didn't get to use it very much. So I was excited that I could use it this year. Okay, and then put that on there. That looks pretty good. Next thing, I want to put my ribbon on next. Do it the right way, right? So I'll get my tear and tape out. Oops, right over here. And I will put it on there like so. And I'm purposely going over because I want it to wrap around. So I'll bring that around like that. And that one around like that. Push it down real good. And pick it up like this and rip off that edge. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this in so it doesn't stick to my table. This little mat that Lori gave me. She also gave me the other Stampin' Pierce, which thank you very much, Lori. Stick that on just like that. Bring my ribbon around and it sticks, and bring that one around. And there you go. That's what I wanted to do the first time, but that's okay. Right? It is what it is. You can only do so much. Mess up. You can always fix it. That's how I look at it. There's always a way. So I'm going to do the same thing. Kind of stay away from the this area a little bit because I want to be able to put those little trees. I have these little trees again. Some more of those trees that I want to put down underneath. I want to skin them up underneath it a little bit. So I'll pull off my backings. Just like that. I'll line this up to right there so it's nice and even. There we go. I'm going to grab my Merry Christmas that I die cut in gold. And I could have put it on before, but I didn't think about it. I'm going to pull off that backing. And I put sticky on the back on purpose. So I'm going to just set it there so I know where I'm going to put it. Kind of eye it and see where it looks centered. So I want to line up the letter so it's on the bottom of that red ribbon. And that looks pretty good. And press it down really good. I should bring my bone folder in because that really will make sure it sticks to it. Because I don't want it to come up, you know, you spend all that time making this card. I think I spend more time trying to design it than actually making it. Well, I know I do actually. But I have fun. So there's that part. Just that part I think looks pretty good. Okay, so now we have our little, throw that stuff out of the way. It's in my way bothering me. All these dimensionals. There we go. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to put my little trees up here. Like so. So they're out here in the little forest. So I have 3 trees. I'm going to stick them right about there. Let's glue them down. I always like to kind of set them down to see where I want them first. Poke it up under the snowbank. There's the first tree. My little mini forest. So if you have any kind of Merry Christmas die and gold paper, you could do this card. I mean, embossing folder, you don't have to have embossing folder, but it's always nice to have one. And I lost my Santa. Where does, oh, there, it's hidden. Can you believe that? So Santa's gonna be hanging over the top of this too. I mean, there's a perfect thing. It was a snowy scene and trees, and it just kind of, it was perfect. I had to put Santa up there. I'll put my moon over here, like I did last time. Because you know Santa, you know, not really, I don't know if he really does, but he does usually. So now I'm gonna put my stars. And, because I just think stars look really, and it brings in the gold. That was the whole purpose of me doing the stars. Is to bring in that gold. So I'm gonna put a little star right here. And one over here. And now I'm gonna bring in the sequence this time. So I'll put a sequence probably right there. Maybe here, and then right there, I think. So I'll put the bigger one up here. No, I want the bigger one over there. And this is from the kit. The sequence of the trees, and that's it. But I will bring more stuff into it. Well, no, I think that, no, I have one more thing to bring in, actually. Okay, so that card is done so far. So now let's do the inside. See how cute it looks? I really like it. I felt that it was kind of plain, but then I looked and I go, this has a lot going on. I mean, Santa. Hey, can you go wrong with Santa, right? And a snowy scene. You can't really go wrong with snowy scenes. It's kind of how I felt. So let's bring in, so I had a friend that was getting rid of a whole bunch of stuff, and I picked this up, I don't know, for $10 or $5, something like that. And it was all Christmas sayings. I struggle to have that stuff. So I made Christmas bring carols, holly, and snow, bright twinkling lights upon your tree, popcorn for stringing, and mistletoe, and warmth of friends and family. That's the one I want to put on there. So I'm going to open it up, bring out my stamping. No, I don't need to because I have this one. And I'm going to bring back in my, where'd it go? Here it is, cherry cobbler ink. I set it way far away. I don't know if that was a good idea, but I did. So I need to see if it is inked up well. No. Let's try again. That's better. See, with this stamp, it's just like, it's so old. It's like 2002. And I just got to make sure it's just right, because if it isn't, then I have problems with it. So there we go. Well, that turned out really nice. I'm very, very happy with that. Okay, I'll do the other one. There we go. Let's close it up. Clean up my stamp. I got red ink on my hand. See, that's me. Me and my red ink. Or any ink, doesn't matter. It's how I roll. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is bring in my crushed curry to put my little stars or snowflakes. I don't know, they're just cute. So put one right there. And bring that one around to right there. This one over here. Okay. So the insides of the cards are done. Let's bring our envelopes over here. Oops, those aren't the envelopes. They're right here. I started putting them on my desk, on my table, so that I don't have to go, where are my envelopes? But I covered them up with another project I'm going to be working on next, in the next video. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put on here, let me get my, where's it at? Shaded spruce. And I'm going to stamp some holly leaves along here. I just thought that would be really cute. Just something different. And I thought I can't see the bottom, so I am only gonna do this. Because I don't know how far to go without messing up my card, my envelope. So I'll just do the corner, just like that. Okay. Next thing, I'm going to grab, look at that. Real red. Shaded spruce. My friend Lori sent these to me, and I thank her every day. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And I could color in these really quick if I chose to. If I don't want to, I don't need to. I'm going to change the other side because I think it'll go faster. It's a nice small spot. It's perfect for this marker. I don't know if I want to do the leaves now. I'm going to just do this one. I think I just want to do the berries, like I originally was kind of thinking. But I didn't do a test. I kind of was fooling around, but I didn't really actually do what it looked like, saw what it looked like, which is okay. Then I was going to color in the berries. Just a little dot, dot. I think I should use the other end because I don't want to ruin my end. Whoops, dropped my marker. Yeah, that's better. One right there. So I think I'll just do the berries. That way they'll just stand out. Okay. I just wanted something to stand out. So I think just the berries this time. I have that red ink on me. I keep thinking I'm going to get it on my paper, but it's already dry, so. Okay. There we have it. Which one do you like better? I think I like that one better. But here's the card, the envelopes, and here's the two cards. My little snowy scenes. And I use the stamp, the little, I guess they're like snowflakes, but I call them stars, and the little inside of the trees. And then I use the sequence for each card. So thank you for watching my video, and have a great day. Bye.